What's up, Powder Keg? This is Commissioner Brian Zane from POW Pro Wrestling, welcoming you to the Fall Classic Kickoff Show. Folks, we here at POW are getting ready for a tremendous milestone. We are days away from celebrating 6 glorious years of non-stop action here at POW Pro Wrestling. The Fall Classic's taking place this Saturday night, November 22nd, at our home in World Pies in downtown Eugene. Official bell time is at 6:30, but if you're a VIP ticket holder, you get access to exclusive pre-show matches, and of course, we're streaming the whole dang thing live on our YouTube channel. So if you live outside of Oregon and can't make it to POW in person, you have no excuse to miss this monumental evening this Saturday night. Folks, we have so many huge matches. We cannot wait till the end of the kickoff show to talk about the main event. Months of fighting has led to this, the first ever War of Attrition Steel Cage elimination matchup as the Dynasty battles Amira, the Hammer Brothers, and Matt Brannigan. This matchup, folks, it's gonna be brutal. It could shorten careers, but in my view, it was the only way to truly settle the score between these two sides. And folks, in my estimation, this whole matchup is for the future of POW Pro Wrestling. It was at Hard Luck back in March when the battle lines were first drawn, and it was indeed hard luck for both Amira and the Hammer Brothers at the hands of the Dynasty. Not only did Los Sicarios steal a win from the Brothers of Construction, Charlie Avell committed the true act of larceny, cheating to defeat Amira for the POW Championship. As Amira made her mark in Japan, the Dynasty continued to make enemies on their way to dominance. It was the debuting Big Ann who threw cold water on Matt Brannigan's championship dreams against Avell at Rough House, turning the Dynasty into a fearsome foursome. After Charlie's clan secured a victory in a handicap match at Never Tell Me the Odds, it was time to finally even those odds. And that's why yours truly issued a declaration of war for the Fall Classic, the War of Attrition Elimination Steel Cage match. Every few minutes, another wrestler enters the ring, and competitors can be eliminated at any time. The last team standing wins it all. The Dynasty has secured a one-person advantage thanks to their hired gun in Levi Shapiro. But will that be enough to keep this quirky quad at bay, or can Amira, the Hammers, and Brannigan deal the fatal blow to the Dynasty's pretty facade once and for all? Find out at the Fall Classic.
Noviembre 22, November 22nd at the Fall Classic. We just got challenged by Amira, the Hammer Brothers, Matt Brannigan, in a war and attrition match. Steel cage match. Oh, it's gonna be a pretty war. Because you know why? Because we're gonna win. Like last month, the other month, 3, 4, 5. How many? Let's add another one. Pretty. And my boys.
The Hammer Brothers! You start.
No, you start and I'll interrupt.
Okay. The Hammer Brothers!
Powder Keg! Here's a list of things you can take to the bank!
A whole list!
Cash, checks, items to store in a safe deposit box.
That's right.
And the following statement: the Hammer Brothers, Matt Brannigan, and Amira are gonna pound, pummel, and pulverize the Dynasty in the War of Attrition match.
That's right. Tell him, Matt.
I don't have a bank account, but that all sounds right, and I agree. Amira, tell them more.
Tell him.
The Dynasty has been a pain in our side for way too long.
That's right.
This isn't about us anymore, it's about the future of POW
It's about
Pro
the
Wrestling.
future.
November 22nd, it's on.
That's the date.
It's on.
It's on.
We're going down on Dynasty. We're going down on the Dynasty. That's my drink. That's all right.
Certainly emotions are running high as we are days away from the War of Attrition match. It's going to be our main event at the Fall Classic. And of course, we're going to have so many other great matches in store for you. A big return match as we talk about revenge and settling scores. Kid Bandit is making her way back to POW Pro Wrestling to settle a score with the Alpha Sigma squad. Take a look at this footage from 2 months ago at Never Tell Me the Odds when Caleb Kennedy, Brendan Royce, and Marco Antonio stuffed Kid Bandit Bandit with that triple team pile driver, taking her out of action for months. Well, fortunately, we got the go-ahead from Bandit and her doctor. She is cleared to compete. She is ready to come back to action, and she will be in action this Saturday when she takes on the leader of the Alpha Sigma squad in Caleb Kennedy. That's going to be one to watch.
Kid Bandit! Kid
Go
Bandit!
Central!
After successful victory against the all-day clowns.
All clown
I
crew,
was
baby!
told the strangest thing.
Strange?
And that's it. You want another match with Caleb Kennedy next month at the 6-year anniversary show.
Why?
But Bandit, I did it once. I put you through the mat. And I'm going to do it again at the 6-year anniversary show. Because when you step up, the end result is always the same. Faces down, ass up.
Bam!
A big opportunity for another member of the Alpha Sigma squad in Brendan Royce. He is one part of a fatal four-way matchup to determine the #1 contender for the POW championship. You're going to see Brendan Royce take on Caden Cassidy, Gunnar Thorson, and the recently returning Levi Shapiro. This is going to be a very interesting field of competitors. You have Caden Cassidy, a former POW champion in his own right, looking to prove himself once again. You have Gunnar Thorson, who came back from that hellacious dog collar match victory against Joey Thornton. He wants to move up the rankings. Brendan Royce, he's a wild card. He's never fought for a championship in POW. And then, of course, you have Levi Shapiro, the 4-time Wrestling with Regret YouTube champion who has made it known he wants a shot at that POW title, and he's going to do whatever it takes. In tag team action, Dove and Dangerous take on the former POW tag team champs, the Hess Clan. We know that Wade, Dom, and Uncle Sid have been looking to bounce back since losing the tag team titles to the Flamin' Aces 2 months ago. Dove and Dangerous are a team they have fought before. Now the Hesses beat them in that exchange, but Frankie Dove and Stephen Bradley have only gotten tougher and stronger together as a duo since then. So, in my estimation, it could be anyone's match. It's a battle of rookies versus pros as the Jarmy, that's Jonas Albert Robinson, Mickey Mantoya, Joey Thornton, and the princess of the Jarmy, Eliza True, take on some of the best and brightest rookies from the Oregon Pro Wrestling School. That's Naomi King, Mitty Tulips, Tommy 89, and the bad man Brian Scott making his POW Pro Wrestling debut. Of course, it was 2 months ago at Never Tell Me the Odds when Naomi King had her debut in POW, a one-on-one match with Jonas Albert Robinson. Robinson came out on top, but look at him holding on to the submission, clearly trying to make a point, finally chased out by Tulips and Tommy 89. Then last month at Bumps in the Night, we saw Mitty and Tommy take on the Jarmy in a tag team matchup, ultimately falling to the Generalissimo and the Princess. But this time the odds will be truly even. These young cats from the Oregon Pro Wrestling School will certainly have a lot to prove against the Jarmy. Let's take you back to Never Tell Me the Odds, when supposedly everyone's favorite homeboy Chris Brady turned his back and twisted the knife into his old friend King Naja. You see this beatdown here as he went after Naja's neck. It was truly reprehensible. We know that the attacks from Brady aggravated a lot of old injuries that Naja has been dealing with, and as of right now, we understand that Naja's time as an in-ring competitor is officially done, which is sad to see, and of course that was done at the hands of Chris Brady. But then last month, in the return of Mr. Ooh La La's Tea Party, when Brady was trying to explain himself, he was interrupted by another newcomer to POW in the Hoochie Daddy.
Me and Naja were knocking people out. Me and Naja were breaking people's arms in the octagon while you're out here dancing around. Not even that good, honestly. Who thinks Hoochie Daddy dances better? Next month, Chris Brady, you're gonna find out why I'm Hoochie Daddy approved. What's up next month in Fall Classic?
Hey, I got you something.
Oh, thank you. Chris Brady, a man that used to be my friend, who savagely beat one of my good friends, Naja. Me and Naja go way back. I consider him a very, very good friend, even a mentor. And you took that from me, Chris. You took a steel chair and BAM! Hit him over the head. Messed up his neck. Now he's probably never going to wrestle again. And then you insulted me. I came out to talk to you, and you just had to run me down, calling me the pre-show fanatic, whatever the heck you wanted to come up with. And you know what? That was fine too. I could almost be fine with what you did to Naja. Business is business is business. And then you made it really personal. You can say whatever you want about me. Business is business. You can handle that, and so can Naja. But then you brought my fiance into this. You can say whatever you want about me. Friends can deal with friend stuff. But you don't mess with the Hoochie Daddy's lady. So this Saturday, November 22nd, at the Fall Classic at World Pies POW Pro Wrestling, you're going to find out why you're not Hoochie Daddy approved.
It be like that, man, because I swear to God, I can't tell if I'm going crazy or insane, because Hoochie Daddy, man, I don't know what your problem is, homeboy, but didn't you see what I did to King Naja, cuz? You really want that to be you? You want to be laid up in some medical facility getting stretched out by nurses nonstop? You want to be at home with your ugly ass wife? Sitting on the couch talking about, can you hand me the remote? Because my fingers don't work no more. Because on God, I'm going to put your ass into an early retirement where your ass belongs. That way don't nobody got to ever see you on a pre-show again. See, I got something wrong with me. My mental's been changing. My brain's been changing. The way it's going through my body's been changing. I'm a different man. I might not be your favorite homeboy, but I'm your mama's. And that's all that matters to me, you feel me? And November 22nd, I'm going to beat your ass, Hoochie Daddy. I'm going to beat your ass so bad you're not going to make it to your wedding, cuz. You not. She going to be standing up there at the altar all alone. And guess who's going to step in? Your favorite homeboy, Chris Brady. And that is on everything, cuz.
And that's led to this one-on-one match happening this Saturday night. Hoochie Daddy defending the honor of his friend in King Naja, going against the man who was at one point everyone's favorite homeboy in Chris Brady. The Flamin' Aces are still riding high as your POW Tag Team Champions, and after a successful defense against Los Sicarios, they issued a huge challenge to prepare for the Fall Classic. Take a look.
Now that we are your POW Tag Team Champions, we still got a couple scores we need to settle. First one being the other hottest tag team in the Pacific Northwest, the men who brought us into this ring. So next month, Ricky, Eddie, the Midnight Heat. Come see why we're the tag team champions, and you'll see why everybody always bets on Aces.
If you don't know, you should. And if you do, you know that's rockin' Ricky Gibson. I'm Precious Eddie Pearl, and we're the hottest thing going today, the Midnight Heat.
The last time the Midnight Heat came to POW, we beat the Flamin' Aces, and now I understand the Flamin' Aces beat the Hess Clan and are now the tag team champions. And I'm telling you now, the Midnight Heat has our eyes set on the Flamin' Aces and those titles. So Aces, beat the Heat if you can!
Well, folks, that challenge was accepted, and now the former POW Tag Champs, Ricky Gibson, Eddie Pearl, the Midnight Heat, are going to be taking on the Flamin' Aces, their own students, for the POW Gold. I'm looking forward to this matchup. Of course, the Midnight Heat, we haven't seen them in POW since their brutal war in the steel cage against the Hammer Brothers 2 years ago, but like I mentioned, they are former POW Tag Team Champions. They know exactly how to get it done. People might disagree with their in-ring tactics, but one thing you cannot disagree with is their success they've had, not just in the Northwest, but beyond for the last several years. And as for the Flamin' Aces, of course, they learned everything they know under the Midnight Heat, but I'm pretty sure Ricky and Eddie haven't taught them everything that they know. Nevertheless, Zay Perez and Spencer Scott, they've got a lot to prove. They're a much different team than the last time these two teams faced off, so it's going to be a very exciting affair. Now, as excited as we here at POW are for the War of Attrition match this Saturday, we were not content with using the cage only one time this weekend. It's so nice we have to use it twice. And what better rivalry to enshrine inside this sadistic structure? What better pair of individuals that best represent the fighting spirit of POW Pro Wrestling than this, as Funny Bone takes on their old rival in Vinny Massaro. Of course, this is a blood feud that goes back 3 years ago here at POW. Who could forget the wars these two shared over the POW title? There was a lumberjack match at the Croc Center in Salem, their first brutal battle at Blair Alley, and then of course the 3 stages of hell match 1 month later, where Funny Bone was finally able to exorcise the demon that was the nice guy, becoming the new POW Pro Wrestling champion. Well, folks, a lot has happened since then, but bad blood dies hard. And speaking of bad blood, it was a huge shocker at Bumps in the Night when the YouTube champion Marcus Erics issued an open challenge for the belt, only for it to be answered by the demigod of death, who we'd not seen in months. Erics would take the easy way out with a disqualification loss, and then he threw down the challenge to Funny Bone. If Funny Bone's able to defeat Vinny Massaro in the steel cage, then they get whatever kind of match they want with Marcus Erics in December for the Wrestling with Regret YouTube Championship. Certainly the opportunity has thrown a huge roadblock in Funny Bone's path of revenge. They're going to have to go through an old rival to take on their new rival. But if Funny Bone does come out on top of this one, Marcus Erics is going to have to watch out. Well, folks, that is another great matchup we are excited for the Fall Classic this Saturday night, November 22nd. Let's break down the rest of the card. You have the Midnight Heat challenging the Flamin' Aces for the POW Tag titles. Chris Brady takes on the Hoochie Daddy in singles action. The rookies of the Oregon Pro Wrestling School have a lot to prove against the Jarmy. The Hess Clan take on Dove and Dangerous in a tag team rematch. A fatal 4-way to determine a new #1 contender for the POW title could change one of these men's careers forever. Kid Bandit is back with a vengeance to take on Caleb Tennedy of the Alpha Sigma Squad. And then, of course, the War of Attrition Elimination Steel Cage matchup as the Dynasty, the POW champion Charlie Avell, Big Ann, and Los Sicarios take on Amira, the Hammer Brothers, and Matt Brannigan. This is a show you are not going to want to miss. If you cannot be here live in Eugene this Saturday night, you have no excuse. You've got to catch the action live and in living color right here on our YouTube channel at 6:30 Saturday, November 22nd. Folks, for POW Pro Wrestling, I'm Brian Zane, and we will see you this Saturday night at the Fall Classic. Don't you dare miss it.